Hey there, welcome. The other day, well, I think it was just yesterday, I did a live with the makeup and I didn't want to keep you really long. It was at 7:30 in the morning, and so I thought, well, I'll do another video with more of the ingredient knowledge and a little about the microbiome. I know when I look through our members here in our VIP group, and thank you for so many, we have like 173. Thank you, thank you. In fact, I just noticed that one person I've never even met just added 6 of her friends. So you can invite your friends, but thank you all for coming and being a part of this journey. Yeah, it was a pretty wild switch over from beauty control. Hello, someone just joined us. I can't see who it is though. But anyway, you're in our VIP group, and I'm just going to share a little bit of the technical part, which, you know what, I always say that I'm not a technical person, but I think deep down I am. It's just that I get so involved in the whole part of life and taking care of my current clients and having this whole mother attitude that I need to call all of my like 500 consultants and 400 clients, and it just rattles my brain. So in reading over all this information, I got to show you this information. It's pretty cool. A lot of it that's printed for us in our binder is so teeny weeny. That's why I rewrote it, because it's very tiny. So this is what I do at my parties. This is what I use. This is my cheat sheet, and I just walk through it, and it's pretty simple. So if anybody's thinking about doing the business, but when I'm talking, I don't want to hold that. So I kind of took notes so I can keep track of what I'm talking about. And I'm so proud of this company. I really am. I wish I could say hello. I can't see who it is. So say hello, shoot me a thumbs up or a heart. But I'm proud of our company to have such integrity, to go the extra mile, because I'll tell you, it's not simple creating clean and natural microbiome products. It's not. That we even got those first 7 products in the skincare in 6 months was a miracle. So I wanted to start with a little bit about the microbiome and what is that all about and what is clean and natural. So I wanted to take a few minutes for that. And be sure, if you're on, say hello. Be sure to, at the end, you can post questions. I'll come back and answer. If I can't answer, I will find out. And that's one thing I want to share with you, not only our history, for those of you that are new. I was in the beauty business for 28 years, and our company closed pretty abruptly. They announced it 5 weeks before. So we went from having a company, and I will admit I saw the handwriting on the wall. So I kind of expected it, but in my heart, I really thought we would be sold because we had been sold once before. So anyway, Rick Keefe came in that night and gave us a phone call and said, if you'll wait for me, I'm going to have a company that you'll be really proud of. I'm kind of looking at my neck. I think it's better with BioLift. It's so weird to look at yourself when you're talking. Wish I could see all your faces like on Zoom. That's what I love about Zoom. You're like talking to people and they can talk back. But anyway, he came on that night and he said that give him 6 months. Well, the background for me and part of my journey is I went and sold wine for a month, and then I sold cars for 16 months. But when TruAura opened after 6 months, I did join TruAura. So I did the two together, which was so valuable for me, ladies, because I had never really done that. I was married. It was a second income, so I could start beauty control at my pace, and I did, and I loved it from the beginning. And I just love that entrepreneur idea. I think because I saw my dad be an entrepreneur from the time I was probably in 7th grade on. He was a watchmaker and he worked at home. And I thought that's really cool. And I never discovered that until way later in life. But anyway, that's kind of my background. Plus I had 4 kids and I really loved like taking care of them and watching them and making sure they all behaved. Anyway, that was my background, and I found that I loved sales. I loved helping people. I get energy from being around people. As I've gotten older, though, I definitely need my downtime. So that's just a little bit about me and about how the company started. So when we started, I had never even really heard of the microbiome. I had studied gut health because I did bioidentical hormones during menopause like 15 years ago. So I am old, but I have a youthful heart. No, I'm just kidding. I enjoy being around the young women. I do. I really enjoy my young hostesses and my clients. So I think we have a good connection. Anyway, I think I love what I love about them is they're well read. They're not like we are. You know, our age group kind of keeps doing things the way we did in high school all the time, including makeup. I was that way when I joined beauty control. I had never tried even wearing lipstick really, other than lip gloss. So anyway, back to our line here. So Rick Heath created for us this unique business that, you know, is clean and natural. And clean and natural is getting more of a stronghold. There still is a lot of not natural and clean products out there, but the microbiome part is really unique. It's super unique. We are the only ones that have a clean and natural line with a TruAura and either a probiotic or a prebiotic or both in every single formula. How cool is that? I am so proud of it, especially doing all this. But I don't want to talk for longer than like 20 minutes, so I'm going to dive right in. So clean and natural. Clean means that all the ingredients are there's nothing, what would you say? There's no connection to any health concern. Does that make sense? And I posted that document just about a half an hour ago. Read that if you're a guru of health, or if you're a women's advocate. I mean, you need to read that, just to read it over once. Read it from your desktop or your laptop, because on the phone I think it's going to be a little hard, but maybe not. But it is about 7 or 8 pages long. But it's quite amazing to see all the health concerns that those ingredients are connected to. And our country doesn't ban any of those ingredients. A lot of them are banned in Europe. Europe has banned 1,500 ingredients in the last 50 years. US 30. So it kind of made me crazy and angry. Do you know what I mean? So that for about the first 6 months. And a little background too on what we've learned. All the consultants in TruAura, we have direct access to the formulator, Gary Jones, who was with our previous company. And he works with a chemist out of LA that created, get this, the formulas for Beauty Counter, which is an awesome line. They're clean and natural like we are. So I've talked about clean, but they don't have the probiotics. And so natural means that all of our ingredients are either skin identical or they're naturally derived. And one thing that's really cool too is we have a full-time person that their only job is to check every ingredient to make sure that it hits our very high standards. In fact, they even check the natural ingredients to make sure there's no contaminants. Because just because an ingredient is natural doesn't mean that it's healthy. So they make sure that it is clean and natural. Of course, one of my light bulbs went in and out in my light fixture, so I'm like got my funky stuff going on, and my light is blinking, so I'm thinking I have a short or something. Anyway, so if you see like a little light show go on, you'll know why. So let's get started with the microbiome. So the microbiome, I did study it a little bit, and you probably have heard of gut health and how important it is, especially for women, because we have all of our female organs inside of our cavity, which men don't, and so that's why women have more issues with their female organs, especially as we age, because we get leaky gut from our stomach being upset. We don't even know it, but our diet does that. And the more you can eat plant-based diets, the better your gut health is. And I love that we have actually a doctor of microbiology that sells TruAura, and I've learned a lot more from her too. So what they've discovered in Europe with the Microbiome Council is that your skin has a microbiome just like your gut does. So you want to keep that gut health good, because all those good bacteria we have, they are supported through probiotics. So probiotics are when we eat it, and like an apple, every variety of apples has a different pro and prebiotic in it, multiple. They're almost their own food group. Did you know that? And so what that does is it nourishes our gut, and our good bacteria, which is over 6 pounds of our body weight, it actually fights off pathogens. And a pathogen is something that is either a virus or a bacteria or a microorganism that causes a disease in our body. So that bacteria is healthy and good for you, right? And we want to feed that good bacteria so it knocks out the bad bacteria. And you probably heard that when you take an antibiotic, it really messes up your bacteria too. So you want to make sure you eat yogurt, you take a probiotic or a prebiotic. But if you're eating a lot of natural greens, especially greens and fruits and vegetables, nuts and things like that, that helps your probiotics too in your gut. So what they've discovered is your skin has a flora just like your gut, and they actually communicate. They communicate. So your gut actually, it will, I said actually a lot, didn't I? But it will function all of your organs. It's directly related to your immune system. It works with all of your organs in your body, and they speak. They interconnect. They speak. So when we were using a lot of harsh ingredients on our skincare, like retinol, alpha hydroxy, we were stripping the skin. When we were exfoliating every single day, I would go have my face waxed and my skin would literally fall off. Now that I'm using all microbiome friendly ingredients and products, I can get my face waxed and nothing happens to it. It's really unique because the skin's not irritated and thinned, but we still have phytic acid, which is a natural exfoliant, so it's healthy. So does that make sense? I know there'll be questions about that, and there's bound to be, because I'll tell you, I'm still confused by things, and we have a training every single week. We have direct access to our formulator, Gary Jones, and he speaks with us. We get to ask questions. It's super cool. We get to talk to him for 30 to 40 minutes every week for 2 years. That's how much training we've had in this. And it's fascinating. He will not only talk about the microbiome, but he talks about ingredients, and he talks about the workings of our line, and something new every single time we talk. And I'm blown away by different things. For instance, this week I had no idea what global lifting was for BioLift, and it's actually a thing, but there's certain technology that will cause your skin to lift in every single area. And I can already see, and it's just been 20 days. Like everybody knows how bad my jowls were. And 84 days is like even gets better, and it never stops. But anyway, I'm going to get on with our stuff. I said that a couple times too. Sorry about that. So, okay, I'll start with the perfect foundation. And I kind of freaked out because when I looked at how much verbiage there was, I'm like, oh, but what I discovered is a lot of the ingredients are similar, but you're going to love hearing about it. Like all of our powders are a little similar. When we do the blush and the eyeshadow, it's very much like the perfect powder. So I'm going to do the liquid and then the perfect powder, and you'll find, well, what I found was the shadow and the blush are very similar to the perfect powder, as is the bronzer. Makes sense, right? So when I'm going through all the ingredients, they're just identical. So, but you'll hear about soft focus and why our powder's so beautiful, and you look just like you have less wrinkles, even though you might have some, but it's like a lens that diminishes them. The other thing that I was really impressed with is how many good ingredients there are, that our makeup is actually healthy and good for your skin. Each one has a pro or a prebiotic, and they're all different, because just like your gut and your skin needs a variety of prebiotics, because what that does is it feeds the good bacteria. So even in our new BioLift, there's another new one. And in our balancing mist, there's another new prebiotic. Isn't that cool? That's why they recommend eating a variety of food, eating a variety of fruits and vegetables, just to build your gut health, because it all interconnects. Did you know even that our microbiome predicts our mood? How crazy is that? It's crazy that something in our gut it functions our whole body, including our mood. I'm just fascinated by it. Do you ever get to the end of the day and I'm like, yeah, I only had one thing to drink the whole day besides coffee, which probably dehydrates us. Okay, so this is a full coverage foundation, which I'm thrilled that he did. My natural clients, so, are complaining. So there's a trick to using it, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute too. So it's got a green technology probiotic ingredient. It's called Lactobacillus ferment-lysate. What that does is it strengthens the the core of the skin. It actually allows it to retain moisture. It actually also helps to inhibiting the growth of pathogens. How cool is that? It adds in recovery of the skin barrier, which helps with hydration. It improves moisture, helps reduce the skin redness. Isn't that cool? And it regulates your oil. So if you're very oily or if you're not oily enough, it actually regulates it, which our skincare does. Also, did you know that our skincare brings oily skin more normal, dry skin more normal too? It's really fascinating. It actually repairs itself. It also has natural oils, vitamin E, tocopherol, which is naturally occurring. It has a skin conditioning, let's see, it conditions the skin and delivers flawless coverage while sustaining the skin's healthy microbiome. So I talked a little bit about the probiotic. There's natural oils in it too, sunflower oil, jojoba oil, which by the way, jojoba is the closest natural oil to our own sebum, which considerably changes from about the age of 35 on. We lose a lot of our natural oil, right? It's got mineral pigments, and we all know that minerals are better than chemicals in our makeup. It contains titanium dioxide and iron oxides, provides a natural color without the use of any synthetic dyes or pigments. So no synthetic dyes, no synthetic pigments, no synthetic fragrance. Oh, I was just reading that fragrance in a product can be over 100 ingredients. Isn't that crazy? 100 ingredients. And I talked about the tocopherol, which is a naturally occurring vitamin E that conditions the skin and provides antioxidant properties. So how cool is that? Is there enough good stuff in that? Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the perfect powder, which I was amazed because that's the only thing I wore until our makeup came out. So from February to October, I used my Beauty Control foundation. And then in October through, I think it was August when our liquid came out again. That's almost a year. I wore just the powder. So it comes in 10 shades. This is like the lightest, one of the lightest of the lightest. But it comes in 10 shades now with 2 extra darker ones, which is really cool. It's formulated for all skin types, and I always wondered why people, even with dry skin, could use it, and I'll tell you why. It's a healthy pressed powder foundation. It effortlessly evens out your complexion with skin conditioning ingredients. It's buildable, just like our liquid. Oh, I wanted to talk about that too. So buildable means that you can have it look sheer or you can have it look opaque, which means not see-through. So by doing that, you can apply this while your moisturizer is still wet with a brush. You can put it on with a sponge. You can put it on with a wet sponge and have it have less opacity. If you want it to be very opaque or not see-through, then you want to use a dry sponge. Does that make sense? Same thing with the liquid. So if you want it to look, I apply it on my fingertips, go like this, and I rub it in. But I love the look of foundation. I don't so much need coverage as much anymore with TruAura, but my favorite way with my clients is dot, 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 dot on the 5 areas. Take your beauty blender, wet it in the bathroom sink, and then just bounce it across. And that is the most natural way. That's the most natural look. It won't be as heavy, because I do hear from my clients that many of them, Northern California, we have a lot of people that are naturals. So that is probably the most popular. Second most popular, I would say, is to mix it half and half with your moisturizer and put it on like a BB or a CC cream. So that's a really popular way too, and really easy. So 3 ways: fingertips, beauty blender wet, skipping across, or just mix 50-50 with your day lotion. If you have another moisturizer, you can try it, but I will tell you that some of the moisturizers do not work with it. But you never know. Some of them do. So you can always try it, and then as you run out of that, replace it with TruAura, hopefully. Okay. So back up to our perfect powder foundation. It has vitamin C, an effective prebiotic called Laminara oxalic. I'll tell you, I don't read any of the ingredients on the makeup. I'll tell you why. I know a lot of the ingredients in the skincare because I'm doing the flip chart and I'm talking, but by the time we finish skincare, and I always pass out the set sheet at the party, people are like uncontrollable. The women are just having fun with the makeup and they don't want to hear me talk. So I never do this. So this was really fascinating for me because I'm just like blown away by the quality of the ingredients. So this is a new prebiotic in here that we don't have in anything, well, except for the powders. It is through the powders. So it is called Luminaria Oak Leveca. And I can put these sheets online for you to read. They're fact sheets. I can do them for you if you want, or I can text them to you. So it comes from sea kelp. We all know how fabulously healthy sea kelp is. And it helps soothe the skin while helping to protect against oxidative stress. And we oxidate from the air, from the sun. Mineral-based pigments, natural. Oh, hey, Karen. Welcome. So mineral-based pigments are natural, pure color, and they make easy lay down of the product. Isn't that cool? I'm telling you, you put this on in 30 seconds. You really do, especially if you have the TruAura brushes, because no product sticks in those brushes. It's really cool. Um, Let's see. It's a healthy mineral-based pigments. They're natural, pure color-based. They're a healthy alternative to synthetic dyes and pigment. This is another part I love. A soft focus mineral blend. Natural minerals of mica and bismuth oxychloride create a soft focus effect to minimize the appearance of lines and skin imperfections. Next ingredient is silica, baron nitride, and zinc stearate to increase and act as an oil absorbent. So how cool is that? There is properties in here to moisturize, and there's also properties to absorb your oil if you have oily skin. Okay, and then there's caprylic triglyceride derived from coconut oil, and glycerin, an excellent emollient and skin conditioning ingredient, rich in fatty acids that the skin can use to replenish its surface and resist moisture loss. How cool is that? Vitamin E in the form of tocopherol. It provides potential antioxidant. So that's kind of running through. The vitamin E is in every product. So they're also, all the products are free of parabens, gluten, synthetic dyes and fragrances, pigments, artificial flavors. That would be the lipstick, which they use orange blossom in that, silicones and synthetic additives. And I love the packaging, ladies. It's so cool. There's a little magnetic strip in there and there's nothing to grab. You just flip it back. So older hands have an easier time. There's also no plastic. It's laminated cardboard. It's biodegradable. You throw it in your recycle container. No mirrors either. They took a study and, most women just use a mirror that they look at. So they don't even use their compact mirror. Okay, so let me flip it around here. And we're going to move on to, you're going to find when you look at the ingredients, and you can actually go onto the website, click on details, and you can see every ingredient. But if you compare them, pretty much shadow, blush, and bronzer are all the same, similar to the perfect powder. It's got the tocopherol, the vitamin E, it's got the same prebiotic in it. So they're all similar. So I won't go into those because it kind of freaked me out and I thought I really don't need to. Okay. The Moisture Balance Lip Color. I love this. And think about this. How many times do we put our lipstick on and we are probably eating it? So not only did they tell us that skincare and makeup didn't go within our body through the skin, which was not true. We're actually eating our lip color, and foundation and mascara. Those are some of the most unclean products. If you really study, there's lead in many lipsticks that is totally toxic for our bodies. We don't want to do that. So these are healthy and wonderful. And what I'll say too is I've had issues with my lips forever, like getting dry and feeling like sandpaper. But I've had no issues with any of these lip colors. And we didn't even have a lip balm until just like 4 weeks ago. What I would do at night, I pretty much would wear the nude. all the time. But it lasts a while. It does stay on. And then at nighttime, when I did my skincare regimen, I would just put night cream on my lips, and I had no chapped lips at all. And I didn't even use lip appeal, didn't use any lip balm or anything. In fact, when the company released the whole philosophy, I thought, should I just stop using anything with any kind of toxic ingredients? And I thought, if I'm going to do it, I should do it. And here's what I have found. I got jojoba oil for my body because at the time we didn't have our body collection that was clean and natural. I got natural hair care, which I have found that even my hair is less dry than I haven't had not had a haircut since September. So I don't know if it's a combination of my healthy skincare and my microbiome, or whether I'm using the natural hair care too, which is a different feel. You're going to find our mascara is a different feel too. It's something to kind of get used to. Like, you kind of weigh it out. Is it worth it to me? To me, it was. Someone really close to me who I love dearly has gone through cancer treatment. So to me, to be able to, hi Karen, to be able to be as healthy as I can be. I mean, we don't really know that it's a guarantee, but to me, when you know something, make those little changes. It's just a few little changes. I tell my clients, it makes me feel bad because I'm learning about all the bad ingredients. Don't feel bad. Make a few changes here and there. For instance, if you drink 3 sodas a day, try to drink 2. Just make a little change. Make a little change. Get a TruAura lipstick. Get a TruAura cleanser. Hey, I get it. I get it from starting over. I am mega on a budget. I am mega on a budget. So, okay. So here is the lip color. I love that it has all these natural oils, natural waxes, vitamin E, and the TruAura True Color Pigment. The benefits are clean and healthy full coverage lip color that helps to improve the condition of the lips while infusing them with intense long-lasting hydration. Key ingredients are, it has lactobacillus ferment lysate, which is a probiotic. I'm pretty sure it's a probiotic. TruAura True Color Pigment. Natural oils, they're castor seed, sunflower, soybean. Deeply hydrate the lips for intense hydration that lasts. Natural waxes, plant-based waxes of carnauba and candelilla are combined with natural mineral waxes such as ozurite, microcrystalline wax, and beeswax to help condition the lips and deliver long-lasting color. Vitamin E also, tocopherol, and the natural flavor of orange blossoms. They're delightful. It's not sticky. I love every single lip color, but they are bright. And I got to talk to Gary because we need more naturals. I sell the most Sable, and I sell the most Bare, really Bare, and Petal. I have on Petal tonight. It's kind of a pinky, and I do mix them a lot. It's a pinky frost, kind of a retro look, but I like it. It's pretty. But we do have a lot of brights, and I wear all of them. But I've been a bright lipstick wearer for a really long time, right? That Beauty Control did it to me. I love the scarlet, the red. I love the sable. It's like a brownish red. I love the orchid. I totally love the mascara. Oh my gosh, I feel like my lashes have grown. I think they look better than they ever have, but it's a different feel too. Plus, all of our mascaras are pretty new. Well, now that the product's about 6 months old, they might have sat, but they were pretty thin in the beginning, so we really encourage people to pump on them, which is a no-no usually in mascara, right? Okay, so it's called Lash Enhancing Mascara. I have to show you this too. It actually has a little hinge on the wand so you can get in there better. There's enough product in here. If you have a little e.l.f. brush for eyeliner, you can make your own eyeliner. I've done that. Right now, my mascara is gone though. My order is coming and I cannot wait. I love showing my demo stuff because mine looks so janky and crummy. These are so beautiful and clean. So these are what I use at a party. Okay. All right. So here's the mascara. I showed you how it tilts. It lengthens, curls, lifts, and strengthens the lashes without smudging or flaking. I have had no flaking using this long-wearing, water-resistant formula. The volumizing mascara is enriched with ingredients that create an optimal environment for healthy, noticeably fuller, longer lashes. To use, I love it. Wiggle at the base of the lashes, so go right underneath there, wiggle a little bit, and then go out. Wiggle a little bit and go out, and then do your other eye. Because it is a natural mascara, It does, and clean. It does not have tar. So it's not going to give you a first coat that's really thick. You're going to go back and do another and probably a third, depending on how much mascara you like. Okay, so it's ophthalmologist tested, safe for contact lens wearers. I can vouch for that. 100% of the panelists agreed or strongly agreed that the mascara was easy to remove. It comes off with our cleanser, but because that's my dry area, I do invest in the eye makeup remover because I think it's more hydrating and conditioning. But I took it off with the cleanser forever. The cleanser does not burn your eyes. It's really fabulous. 100% of panelists agree and strongly agree that the mascara does not clump. Yay. 96% agree that it provides instant length. 80% agree that it provides instant definition. They tested it on 30 women, and Shelly got to be one, and I got to do it right away too. And I noticed after about 4 months was when my lashes were longer, and because of the biotinol tripeptide 1. So this is a peptide, which a peptide physically makes the cells younger. It actually strengthens the core of the amino acids. This natural peptide supports healthy lash growth to create the appearance of longer, fuller, stronger eyelashes. I mean, I can say mine truly are. The other day I had two that were going crazy and I pulled them out, and that wasn't very smart because then I had a little spot there that was open. It has natural waxes, plant-based waxes, so no tar, no DEA, no, there's all the bad things. And I kind of wrote them on one of my lists, but not this one. I thought I had. Um, but there are a ton of toxic ingredients that are in mascaras. Also, there's the lash growing mascaras. This is not that. This has a natural peptide that is not harmful to the eyelashes at all. Those have actually had a bunch of lawsuits too with those different companies, and I can't remember the name of the ingredient. But it's only $29 too. I think that's fabulous. Okay, back to the natural waxes. It's carnauba, rice bran, and supplemented with a naturally derived synthetic beeswax. Oh, it's synthetic to safely coat and condition the lashes. So people who are vegans who don't eat bee byproducts would love that. Not bee. I just had a grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, natural iron oxides provides intense color without synthetic dyes or petroleum-based ingredients. Panthenol, a plant-derived provitamin of B5 that provides humectant qualities. Humectant qualities means it retains moisture to keep lashes hydrated and conditioned. And you can see all the ingredients to every single product if you just go onto our website, which I can give that to you. It's truaurabeauty.com/Lorene. And that's my link, and you can check things out. If you are going to get stuff and you're going to buy over $140, I'll tell you, if you want to be a part of our TLC, TruAura Loyalty Client Club, you can save 15%. How cool is that? And after the second order, you get free shipping. So our shipping is a little high because we're a small company and we don't get the huge good deal yet, but we will. But how a lot of people get around that, and if they use the skincare, every time you order, which is every 2 to 3 months, you would be a part of TLC. It's an auto ship. You can customize. You can that means you can change your order. You can get something from makeup or skincare or body care. There's all kinds of products now with the balancing mist and the lip balm and the 3 body treatments. So, and I let you know too, most people, their concern is that it's going to go out without their knowing about it. But you get an email from TruAura, a text from me about 7 days before, and then if I don't hear from you, a phone call from me. And it can actually be pushed out to 3 months. How cool is that? So it's TLC. So rather than joining as a consultant because you want a discount, you can order just what you want and always get free shipping and never run out of your products, because it's like oh yeah, I need that. I even let my stuff run out. And so it's a great way too to run your business. And if you're thinking of making some extra money, it's such a different plan because you don't need inventory. Everybody orders direct and you know just what you're making, and you have direct deposits weekly. So that's super cool. Believe it or not, I've been totally so learning the learning curve of all this that I haven't recruited since we opened. Maybe 3 people, 4 people, maybe not, huh? Maybe my team has. Anyway, So I am looking to enlarge my team. So if you're thinking about it, talk with me. It doesn't cost anything to join. It's just the $15 a month website and back office. But that's not what my video is about. So let's talk a little bit about how to win those brushes and the beauty blender sponges and the TruAura brushes. When they introduced these, and Gary introduced them, he said that they were made by a high-end manufacturer just for our products. And I thought that kind of sounded like not true. But you know what? There is such a difference using the brushes. And there are four. One's for powder, one's for blush or bronzer. And I can show you how to do like the three with the bronzer. Oh, it's in my video though from the other day. There are two shadow brushes. So one's an all over. I would call it a sweep. It lays on the color all over. And then there's one that's kind of a little bushy and long. And what it does is it does like contouring on your eyes. So it lays on color in a specific area. Great for highlighting, contouring, adding that definition. I use these for a natural look or for a dramatic look. Okay, like mine's very natural today, just hardly any color at all. Okay, so that's the brushes. So how you can get into the drawing. Right now I think I have 3 hostesses that are in here. So it's book a party. So you're like, oh, I don't want to book a party, but we have creative ways to do parties now. So let me share with you just the different ways of doing a party. So what does a party mean? A party means you have one or more people there with you. So you invite a girlfriend, a sister-in-law. You can have it here. You can have it at your house because I'm still doing the face-to-face parties. I still love them. I do. They're fun. They're girl time. I would say my presentation is about 45 minutes and I put out the clean color after skincare and I just let everybody play in it. I usually will do a makeover on my host. Sometimes if everybody's really into it, I'll help everyone. It just depends. You know what I mean? So, but it still is the most fun ever. It really is. Go to usually to their house, but you can have it here too if you don't want to clean and cook and all that. I have one at my house tomorrow. The other way you can do it is you can do an online Facebook party. These are super fun. It's an hour presentation. We create a Facebook invite. You just go through and invite some of your Facebook friends. I really encourage you to send a private message to them. I don't like when I just get invited to just thrown into a party. Do you? But when I have someone send me a PM and say, hey, Lorene, I'm doing this. Can you come? I think you would like it. I'd love to have you there. Check it out. I like that better. So that's really what I really encourage my hostesses that do Facebook parties. I did a lot of them with beauty control. I've only done a few with TruAura, but I'd love to do more. The presentation is an hour long usually. The nice thing is you don't clean up, you don't make food, you grab a glass of wine. All your girlfriends come on at, say we do it at 7 o'clock. We're done by 8:15, and it goes through everything that's talked about at a party. So it's super fun. It's a combination of videos and graphics. And we give away some free stuff, which people love. But then there's also another option that I think is really cool. Zoom is a fabulous way of communication, and one of the nice things about Zoom is you can interact. So it's not just me presenting, but it's you and your girlfriend. So this is something that Shelly and I have just been kicking around and thinking about that we thought would be just really, really fun to do. We're actually a group of us on our team. And I have to say it's super fun to have a leader. I love it. Man, she helps me so much and I appreciate it. But you could just do skincare. So in other words, we make a Facebook invite. We do a Zoom. Is that how it is? We make a Facebook invite. We have a link on there for the Zoom. That's what it is, because Zoom is a separate entity, and people gather at that time, and we just do a 20-minute. So I would recommend making it like just in skincare and microbiome, or just makeup and microbiome. So just pick one. I think that would be a blast. And here's what happens. The best part of everything is that it gets the word out about TruAura, which I would be forever grateful, and it also gets you free stuff. Do you know, I've just recently had 2 parties, and one was $600 and one was like $780. So one host got 3 products at 45% off and another shopping spree of $140 or $150. Now you have to get 2 bookings, so you have to work on that. So what we do is you have to ask people. Once you ask, and if you really try and you haven't, I'll find one for you, okay? Because I'm always booking, and I can throw one in for you. Throw one. I'll put one in for you. Um, but I don't want you not to try. The other one got $120 in product, and she got 3 items at like 35% off. So how cool is that? And that is a real incentive. So what they do, TruAura pays for that, because most companies, what they do is that's like our advertising, right? Our marketing. Most companies will put an ad like in Elle magazine and spend $300,000 on that. So we want to give it to you. And that's the most fun, because the best people really are your friends. I mean, great people know great people, and that's really cool. I'm kind of surprised, although it is Friday night, right? Um, so tomorrow I have my party because I really thought about, since I didn't have it together this afternoon. Actually, I took Milo to the groomer, and that's where he is right now. I keep looking at my phone, wondering if I got a call from the groomer saying he was done. Poor baby. He was so long. He was like a shaggy dog, a complete shaggy dog, you know that? So anyway, post your questions and your comments. Oh yeah, you need to book your party by March 10th. That means it has to be on the books. Oh, okay, cool. All right, my dear. Thank you, everyone. I didn't even have uh, I didn't think it took internet to get text, but I guess it does. Have a beautiful evening. Mwah. Bye. Sorry. Oh, it just